You won't believe what a single dad discovered after hiring a quiet baker who barely spoke, a woman with no ID, no past, and no voice in the world. Months later, the FBI knocked on his door, not to arrest her, but to honor her. Stay with me till the end to uncover the emotional truth of who she really was. And if this story touches your heart, don't forget to hit like and subscribe for more powerful stories like this one. It started on a cold Monday morning in a small Oregon town, where Thomas Mitchell, a single father of two, had just opened his modest cafe, Second Chances. The name wasn't just branding, it was a reflection of his life. After losing his wife in a tragic car accident 2 years earlier, Thomas left his high-paying corporate job to be closer to his kids, Ellie and Max. He poured his grief into baking, into rebuilding his life, and into helping others who, like him, had taken a hard hit from life. One rainy afternoon, a woman walked into the cafe. She was soaking wet, silent, and clutching a piece of cardboard with the words written in shaky handwriting, "Can bake. Need work. No papers." Her name, she said quietly, was Anna. She spoke barely above a whisper, with an accent Thomas couldn't place. She didn't explain where she came from or how she got there, but her eyes, deep and sorrowful, said she had run far. Thomas didn't ask questions. That's not how Second Chances worked. He hired her on the spot. At first, she worked only nights, baking quietly before sunrise, always leaving before customers arrived. But Thomas noticed something strange. The pastries Anna made were extraordinary. Her sourdough had a perfect crust, her cinnamon rolls were so soft, people would line up outside the cafe at dawn just to get them fresh. Soon, the cafe's reputation soared. Articles were written. Foodies showed up. Business doubled. But still, Anna remained a mystery. She never used a phone. She refused photographs. She never took public transportation. One night, after a rush of customers, Thomas brought her coffee and gently asked, "Anna, you don't have to tell me everything. But are you safe?" She gave a small, sad smile. "Safe now," she whispered. That was all. One morning, Thomas noticed his daughter Ellie sitting in the kitchen with Anna, watching her knead dough. Ellie had always been shy since her mother's death, often retreating into silence. But that day, she was giggling, laughing, talking. Anna had that effect, calm, steady, like a warm fireplace in the middle of a storm. Over time, Anna became like family. But it all changed in one moment. It was early spring when the black SUVs pulled up outside the cafe. Men in suits stepped out, FBI. At first, Thomas feared the worst. His heart pounded. He looked at Anna, who stood frozen, pale, like her past had finally caught up. An agent walked in, looked straight at Anna, and said, "We need to talk to you." "Agent Navarro, you've been found." Agent Navarro. Thomas was stunned. She wasn't a fugitive. She wasn't undocumented. She was a deep-cover intelligence officer who had disappeared 18 months earlier during a covert mission overseas. Her operation had gone sideways. She had been captured by a violent cartel with ties to international trafficking. Everyone thought she was dead, until she escaped. Barely alive, injured, stripped of everything, she made her way back to the States, but with no ID, no allies, and enemies still looking for her. Anna, Agent Anna Navarro, had chosen to disappear to protect her country, but also to protect herself. The cafe, the baking, the kids. It gave her something she hadn't felt in years. A home. The FBI didn't come to arrest her. They came to escort her back to Washington for a classified debrief. She had gathered intel that ended up dismantling one of the most dangerous international networks. Her silence had saved lives. And now, she was being honored. 2 weeks later, Thomas watched the ceremony on TV. Anna stood in uniform again, receiving the Presidential Medal of Honor. Her face was calm, but her eyes found the camera, and Thomas knew she was looking at them. At home. After that, she disappeared again, this time with a new identity and the highest clearance. But every month, a box would arrive at the cafe, specialty flour, handwritten recipes, and a card addressed to Ellie and Max, "Keep baking. Love, A." The cafe still serves her cinnamon rolls, now known as Heroes Rolls. People come from across the country just to taste them. And above the oven, framed in a simple wooden frame, hangs the last piece of cardboard she brought in that rainy day. Can bake. Need work. No papers. It's a reminder that sometimes, the quietest people carry the loudest stories. If this story moved you, hit that like button, share it with someone who needs to believe in second chances, and subscribe for more real, emotional journeys that show us, heroes walk among us, often where we least expect.